And we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to today's episode of Today's Weather Tonight. I am your host, Meteorologist. That's comedian / meteorologist Cloud Hudson. And I am bringing you tonight's top weather story. My favorite weather story of tonight is that it's snowing in Asheville. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do... Wait, drag here. Okay, it won't. There we go. Drag to reorder. There we go. That's me. And actually, I want to make I'll make this go over here a little bit. It's snowing. It's snowing in Asheville. Ring the alarms. I've been through this too long. I'll be damned if I see another chick on your arm. Ring the alarm. That's my snow day rendition of Ring the Alarm by Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce, for making it snow tonight. I have to thank Beyonce. I would like to thank the Academy and also Beyonce for the snow. Otherwise, she'll have me murdered, apparently. Okay, let's see. Where's my media source? I want to show the video I just took. How do? Okay. Is it not showing? There we go. Hey. So look at this. On screen right now, you are witnessing me some video I just took on my new little camera of the snow falling. This is almost live footage of what's happening right outside that window right now. I could probably, it's not really still going on. Is it? See, this is accurate meteorology reporting. This is accurate weather reporting. Me just looking out the window, talking into a mic and saying, is it still snowing? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of snowing a little still. There you go. My forecast, that snowflake gonna fall. The rest of them, I don't know. But that one about to fall. So yeah, this is my overly excited video that I took when I was on the way home. I just went to a meeting. As you guys know, I am an addict. I go to meetings to deal with that. And by that, I mean, I need a lot of attention and I like to be perceived in public a lot. So I go to meetings just for the attention. Truly, there's nothing wrong with me and I'm a perfect, immaculate human being. And I don't get anything out of that other than being perceived. No, that's sarcasm. That's all sarcasm. I get a lot out of people sharing their experience, strength, and hope with battling the disease of addiction. But you know what gives me a lot more hope? Snow in November. That's what gives me hope. I did go to cookout after the meeting with my roommates, housemates, and also on screen right now, we are looking at radar omega. We're looking at I changed the aspect ratio on you. I'm sorry. We're looking at, let me see if I can, there we go. We're looking at the radar omega winter weather parameter here. So the green is going to count as rain. Anything from 1 to, 77 dBz. Then down here, we're looking at snow and the intensity in dBz of it, and mixed is over here. So everywhere that's blue is some higher intensity snow. Everywhere that's green or dark teal blue, that's on the very low snow side, the flurry side. And up here in Kentucky, we are getting a lot of snow. Ohio, the Ohio River Valley region, Louisville, all the way to Cincinnati, we are getting snow right now. Indianapolis, definitely getting snow. Charleston, West Virginia. Funnily enough, New York not getting snow, getting some rainfall. It's all kind of backwashing in this system, circulating around the low pressure system that's just southeast of Chicago. So we're getting almost off lake effect snow happening right here, because you see the air mass is moving parallel to the axis of Lake Michigan. Wait, is that Lake Michigan? I always get them confused. Yeah, that's the one Chicago's on. So it's running across the Great Lake and picking up all the moisture from there, also cooling off by coming in from the polar region, swooping down, and the lake effect is getting all that moisture in a cool air mass to create that snow. So it is coming out of Chicago and into Indianapolis, where that nice cold air advection has been fueling the rotation and low pressure development of this storm as it's moved across the bulk of the United States for a few days now. We are still dealing with out here in Northern California, flash flooding possible. We've got Trinity County, Siskiyou County. I can't click on Humboldt County, but I'm pretty sure it would still be counting as, oh, that's a weird radar anomaly right there. As some power outages out here. We are still dealing with the atmospheric river combined with this bomb cyclone that happened out west. And it is creating some mixed precipitation between Boise and Idaho Falls, as well as between Grangeville and Butte, Montana. And even in Missoula, Montana, we are still looking at rain precipitation. The only place it's snowing right now is up here in northern Montana, and here from the Great Lakes southward. We are in the perfect little notch of area. We in the southern Appalachian Mountains right here, especially eastern Kentucky and West Virginia, and very far western Virginia, different than West Virginia, and in the upper elevations of the North Carolina mountains and eastern Tennessee mountains. We can see the snow trickling in. It did look a little rainy. I think this is happening earlier than we anticipated. It was supposed to be a chance of snow starting tomorrow at like 8 a.m. I think that the wind chill factor has cooled things off so much that it felt really cold out there tonight. It was the first night that I had to zip up this hunting jacket. Yeah. It's snowing. I'm so excited. Do you guys remember in January when I took you outside on my little laptop and showed you what the snow looked like in January? Well, now it's here in November. It's SNOWVEMBER, everybody. Get ready. If you hear a little jingling, that's my I got little jingle bell earrings today. You know, I want to believe that the snow is happening today because when I was at work, and by work I mean volunteering somewhere, not that I don't have a work real money job, it's just that the economy is bad in Asheville because hurricane. So I don't have much time to, I don't have much time. I just keep thinking, saving my schedule for theater to come back any day now. But I do a lot of volunteering, and at my volunteer job, we're getting ready to give toys to kids who don't have toys this year. And my wish was that we were going to turn the warehouse into Santa's workshop. And look at it happening. We're turning the volunteer warehouse into Santa's workshop. We got shelves in to hold all the toys for the kids that we're literally giving away toys for free. How is that not Santa's workshop? I've got little jingle bell earrings on, and now it's snowing. That's higher power stuff right there. That's divine intervention. That's a wish granted. That's clean living. It's like getting a parking spot that stands the parking spot. I got a great parking spot downtown last night, and I think it's because I wished really hard. I think it's because I wished really hard to like turn into Santa this year. The past few years, I've only been eating mushrooms on Christmas like Santa does. But this year, I'm actually going to do Santa shit and not eat mushrooms. I'm going to be mushrooms. It makes sense if you've done enough of them. Okay. How are you guys doing? Started off by saying I'm a drug addict, then I'm talking about mushrooms. I'm not going to do them again. That's not in the timeline for me. But I desperately, deeply loved our brief love affair, me and mushrooms. I think Santa Claus was something that somebody made up on a mushroom trip. It was a bit that a guy started doing when he was tripping, and then just kept doing it. He was like, what if there was a silly little guy that just gave you presents? And we just stuck with it. And I think everyone should do that. I think everyone should start giving away presents immediately. Don't wait for Christmas. Just go out and give presents to everyone you see. Okay. Let's focus on the weather cloud. Sometimes when I'm trying to gather myself back up, like recenter, I almost call myself my old name because I'm trying to say it in a mean way in my head, and I gotta rein that in. Okay. I don't need this on right now. Look like a mad scientist when I take it off, though. Okay. You can tell I'm super excited because usually I'm like, oh, it's the end of the day. I've been working all day, even though I don't have a real job. I've been working all day for free, and I'm sad and tired. I go to meetings, No, today it snowed, and I'm happy about it. I am so happy. I'm praying that everybody in the Western North Carolina area, in the Eastern Tennessee area, in Kentucky and Virginia, I'm praying that everybody has got sufficient heating, shelter, and warm clothes or sleeping bags or blankets tonight. I am almost certain that everyone out there is getting blindsided by how early the snow is starting. I also know that there have been a lot of donations of survival gear pouring in from all over the country since Helene hit. So hopefully, maybe that means that people will be able to stay safe and secure and warm and everything in their homes or tents or campers, wherever they are tonight. I hope everybody's gonna be okay. I'm praying that everyone's okay. Okay, here in Gatlinburg, we get an interesting color popping up. Let's see, near Pigeon Forge in Sevierville. What is this winter weather color code? See a purple? Do I see a purple? No, I don't really see a purple. I see like a light blue. Okay. So yeah, we are definitely getting snow according to the winter weather radar. Let's look at our reflectivity, because if you were just looking at reflectivity, you would have no idea that this is snowing. You have to go into the local single site radars to get a good idea of what the cloud shapes look like. And they do look like sheep in the pasture type clouds. Sheep in the pasture type clouds is cumulostratus clouds, or stratocumulus. I got to get my Weather Wizard's handbook out before I tell you the wrong combination of prefixes and suffixes for the ones I'm talking about. But it's the ones that look like a grid of cotton balls in the sky or sheep all nestled together in a pasture. That's a good old wives' tale indicator of what is going to snow. Can y'all tell from what I'm focusing on in this broadcast that I usually don't have as much excited energy? No, it's not that it's the excited energy's gone. It's that I am just so psyched that it's snowing right now. I was a little pessimistic about the snow. I was honestly like, well, we'll see if 2 inches comes. I think we'll get it. I'm very excited. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful lake effect training down from the northwest. We got kind of like a northwest flow situation coming out of Chicago. This is kind of a really good setup for classic Asheville snowstorms. Let me go to, I never set up my OBS properly when I was getting ready because I was just so excited to start streaming. This is brought to you by Cookout. If you're Trey Fancy Shake. If you're, where else can you get snow in November and a Cookout shake? Okay. Whoa. Top war crimes court issue arrest warrants for Netanyahu and others in Israel-Hamas fighting. Damn, maybe they'll finally get them. I don't think they will, but okay, what was I going to do? I want to show you. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, and you know, let your heart decide. Let me open your eyes. Take you wonder by wonder. I saw Wicked today. Anybody else excited about that? Just me? Okay. I saw Wicked and it was really good. Yeah, I'm that theater kid and I don't care. Sue me. Don't sue me. I don't want to go to court, but you can hold it against me that I'm a theater kid. I won't complain. I am a theater kid. And you know what? Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to be the theater kid and shut up. I'm not going to shut up right now, but this is why I have this podcast, so I don't have to talk to people in real life and bother them with my little thoughts. But good God, I think my head might explode if I don't say my little thoughts out loud. Okay. Oh, look at these chuckle fucks. Bomb cyclone, mysterious chemicals and byproduct in U.S. tap water. Finally, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Paracord bracelet. I do want to know about that, but I'm going to look at that later. Up close image of a star outside our galaxy. That's pretty cool. Iceland erupts. Okay, remember last night when I was so excited when Iceland randomly erupted when I checked in on it? For the 7th time in a year. Lucky number 7. Let's get some video on this. Do I have any sound? No. Fuck this ad. Wow. The land of ice and fire. That's beautiful. So, we got hot, hot earth. coming up from inside the earth. We got big cold water coming down from the sky. What else do we got going on? Let's take a look at volcanic activity, see if we got any updates on this Iceland story, actually. How are you doing? Drop it in the comments how you're doing. I am still praying that Kaylee is okay. 37 volcanoes erupting because we've got Rearcast erupting again. Svartsengi volcano erupting. Man, it was only July 3rd when Blue Lagoon's parking lot has been overtaken by lava. Damn. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Okay, Manam, Lewitobi, Samiru, Dukono, and Popo. New volcanic ash emissions. All right, let's get a Svartsengi update. Svartsengi. Okay. Whoa. The lava flow has reached the Blue Lagoon parking lot today. Red alert. They're coming for the tourist spots. You heard it here first, folks. The weather has officially turned on tourism, on health and wellness, and exploit Mother Nature for your tourist little micro dose of, hey, I can work a job that exploits everything about Mother Nature and goes against my own biological nature to function as a human being, as long as I get a little pill, a little dose, a little weekly to monthly vacation to pretend that the earth still exists without me destroying it. That's what the Blue Lagoon is. That's what the ASHEVILLE is. That's what these wilderness escapes and natural healing. You wouldn't need all that shit if we were leading normal fucking lives that didn't require you to sit at a dumb desk and look at a dumb computer. You wouldn't need to go to the Blue Lagoon as a spiritual meditation if you, I don't know, found God in your life every day. I mean, you would still want that from time to time, but it wouldn't be the exploitative industry that holds a local community by the balls. What am I talking about? Am I talking about destroying ASHEVILLE during peak fall foliage season? Or am I talking about the lava flow has reached the Blue Lagoon parking lot today? It was one of those things. I forget what I was saying. Okay. And, you know, people should be able to enjoy Mother Nature, but also maybe Mother Nature should be able to enjoy people and not have to try to destroy us because we are hurting her so badly. The lava flow field as of 6:16 this morning is in red. Oh my God. I mean, it's been 24 hours of this eruption, and the 3-kilometer wide eruptive fissure and several lava flow tongues propagate east and west. I swear I've seen this before. You know, it looks so familiar. It's really it's tracking over some of the same spots. It's building up this wall on Stora Skogafell, and it is reaching around the tongue. I'm not sure which parking lot this is, where that parking lot is. I'm trying to look. Let's see. The eruptive activity between Stora Skogafell and Slingafell remains consistent with that observed earlier this morning. Both seismic activity and ground deformation at the eruption site continue to be minimal. Preliminary measures indicate that the volume of magma traveling from Svartsengi to Sudnuka Cratero is approximately half of what was recorded during the August 22nd eruption. Half. So it's not quite as big as August. By the way, I completely missed the August 22nd eruption, but what was happening, there was a lot happening around the weekend of August 22nd. Just trust me. The lava flow that crossed Grindavíkurvegur, that's Grindavik Way Highway. That's the main road in and out of Grindavik. And the hot water pipeline to the west has continued its westward progression. By midday, the lava reached the parking lot at the Blue Lagoon and is advancing forward. The flow's rate of movement was measured at over 100 meters per hour. Damn. The effusive eruption continues, fountaining. The seismic activity rapidly decreased after the eruption onset. New effusive eruption commenced last night. Fissure about 3 kilometers in length. Cluster of several vents is now erupting, small lava fountains and lava flows oozing out towards the east and west. The lava has already cut the Grindavíkurvegur main road and is currently closed. According to the IMO, the eruption appears to have reached its peak. The fissure has ceased expanding and measurements show no signs of increased activity. But we're still at like really fast motion. This is expanding rapidly. Look at that. Look at that. So this is where, oh, that's where we are. Okay. So this is one place that they've blocked the lava flow where the walls are. And the walls are shown here in this brown color. So going into the Blue Lagoon, I think this would be the wall right here. This is probably the parking lot for the Blue Lagoon that they're talking about. Maybe this is some sort of satellite parking lot. Or maybe this is just like really close and I never noticed how fucking close it was. They got it real close. Maybe it's, oh, this is at 414. I bet that this has gone all the way around here. Let's look at the it's not the link I wanted. That's, yeah, this is definitely not the link I wanted to click on. Hold on. Yeah. Sudnungsgiga Cratero. And that's the cluster of earthquakes that happened last night, right when you logged on. Man, it always looks like the sun, like a new dawn every time it happens. Lava has never flowed so far to the west. Seismic activity and deformation very low. The velocity of lava was established to be over 100 miles per hour today. The risk assessment will be updated tomorrow, November 22nd, to all things being equal. Yeah. Look at that. Damn. That is progressing. Can you imagine that coming toward you? Can you imagine being in one of those dozers right there? Being in one of those backhoes, just trying to fight it with rock? Flowed over the Grindavik Road again. Fissure has shrunk. Lava tongue has reached the hot water pipe. Okay, so this map is out of date. The hot water pipe is here in the red line right here. So at 11 a.m., the lava had reached the hot water pipe, which means I think this right here, this little guy is the parking lot of the Blue Lagoon that it has reached. Dang. Oh, this satellite image shows the eruption plume moving to the south, where the main part is sulfur dioxide gas. So stinky farts, earth farts. Risk assessment has been updated so that the Blue Lagoon is now in like the highest that it's ever been of warning. It's in tier 1 warning. That means imminent risk of lava flow. So is Grindavik, and so is right next to it. I don't understand how we're only in purple in the where the eruption's happening, but you know, I'm sure. I I don't know why 1, 4, and 6 would be red and 3 would not be, but I'm sure that they know what they're doing. Incredible. It's so exciting. What a incredibly exciting. Kaylee, you are here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad you're here. They're giving us evacuation notices, but I ain't leaving. Okay. Please be very careful. How is the rain falling around you? Because if there is any chance of a possible mudslide, imagine where a mudslide would happen where you are. Oh, send me some homemade pasta pics. Yes, I want that. I love you. I'm so happy to see you. So yeah, what you missed is that it's snowing where I am. Imagine that. If there's anywhere that might even remotely, I'm going to show video of the snow on here. If there's anywhere near you that might remotely be susceptible to landslides or mudslides right now, please build up a wall or a berm or something. Do some sort of defensive mechanism that can redirect this water, because if you're not going anywhere, then the rain's not stopping. This low circulation isn't even onshore yet. The earth is going nuts. The Iceland's erupting. Everywhere that just got hit with the hurricane 2 months ago is now getting snow. So everybody who still doesn't have their fucking roof repaired, it just sucks to live a normal life. I don't know. Not even sucks to suck, because they don't suck. It's just a sucky situation. I got cookout milkshake though. That's a good one. The stream is brought to you by Cookout tonight. I feel so bad for everybody in tents, but I do want to stress that this snow came on faster than people thought that it would. So I'm not going to say what group of people would kick people out of their tents, but I'm going to say that sometimes it happens that people are forced to evacuate their tents right before snowstorms and big freezes. And this coming on so suddenly, that group of people probably did not have time to harass folks out of their encampments. So hopefully, we've been trying to spread the word around town that it was going to snow and get really cold Friday. This is Thursday night, but hopefully they realize that like this is Friday starting now. We've been trying to spread the word around town that it's going to be really messy right now. So I do think that it's possible that a lot more people are sheltered and warm and safe tonight than they usually would be. Now, that's not to say that everyone's going to be okay. It's still a really sucky situation. It's not easy being homeless in Asheville, contrary to popular belief by some strains of media. We are not just, it's not a joyride. I also feel really bad for people who aren't even technically without a house, but who have house damage. That means that they have to be camping in their own property or like in a tent in their living room or something like that. There's a lot of different types of situations out here that everybody's working on getting power and heating back still. I know people I've worked with have worked really hard to get a lot of coats and blankets and sleeping bags out to people tonight and all week preparing for this. So all we can do is pray. We have to pray. We have to pray and know that it will be okay, and trust God that it really is going to be okay. What we can do as conscious observers of the weather right now is pray for the safety of people, that everyone will weather the storm as well as they possibly could. let's get back to talking about those storms, though. This is a circulation that is centered in northern Illinois, and it's kind of giving lake effect snow. It's giving lake effect snow. That is because the circulation is such that the curvature of the storm is right lined up with the curvature of the Great Lakes. And so all the air flowing in is blowing up and around across the length of every lake and finally blowing out near Chicago in a very moist and very cold environment. And when that moist, cold air gets to even a little bit of terrain or spicy verticality, it can create some pretty intense or at least pretty likely snow scenarios. I'm not going to say that they're too intense, but they are definitely likely, consistent, and fueled by a good source of snow. This, I think, might qualify as a northwest flow snow event. That is something that you like local meteorologists look at when they're looking for a lot of snow in Western North Carolina. They want it to be coming in that angle. This is like the most lake effect our snow could ever get is when it takes this exact path. So let's go ahead and take a look at some models. I want to leave that I'm going to leave this on screen. And just so you're aware, I'm not leaving out the Northern California. This is flash flooding possible. And that is only possible because there are certain thresholds of how many inches per hour need to fall for it to be a flash flood. But those are guidance numbers for like, if this just randomly happens all of a sudden, doesn't take into account soil saturation and how long these flash floods have been going on. So while flash flood is like a curve like this, like woo, a real sustained flood that's flash flooding for the whole time will have a lot of area under the curve. Area under the curve means total water that fell and how big the flood's going to be. Okay. Yeah, soils are nearly fully saturated, so greater runoff is expected. Flash flooding remains possible. They're discussing the GOES imagery. Low-level winds appear to be responding with slightly backed flow, especially along east of the coastal range, further enhancing deep moisture flux through the northern Sacramento Valley and increasing orographic lift or ascent, while further increasing freezing levels above nearly all peaks, minus Shasta, by the end of the valid time. Okay. So yeah, it's going to continue raining where you are. It's already rained a lot. And let's go ahead and take a look at just how much a lot is. I'm going to go to pivotal weather and see some of our observed precipitation. Whoo, buddy, that is a strong start to a very heavy soaking rain. We are already in the 8-inch range. Yeah, we're looking at 8 inches in some parts of this area. I mean, maybe even closer to 10 and 15 soon. Probably going to get to 10 to 15 soon. This precipitation hasn't shown up quite yet, but we are getting there. In 72-hour analysis, we're definitely in some heavier rainfall rates. And in a week's time, we've gotten a fuck ton of rain. So this is not a great thing to dump a bunch of rain on. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Let's take a look at our current warnings. Watches and warnings. What did I do? Visual search. I don't know what that is. Okay. So in eastern North Carolina, we've got a freeze warning, as well as in Arkansas and Alabama. But it's interesting that Buncombe County doesn't have a winter weather advisory because it is actively snowing in Buncombe County, and we usually get an advisory about that. But no matter, most other high mountain range counties, the highest elevations, the border between Tennessee and North Carolina, they do have winter weather warnings, and everywhere from Illinois and Ohio to Kentucky, West Virginia, southwestern Virginia, and up into New York and Pennsylvania, even though those areas have not shown up as snow yet on some radar products. We're actually getting more snow down here in Asheville area. Of course, over here, we are looking at flood watch and flood warnings. Some areas, just whole counties worth of flood warnings, which is interesting because usually you just see, like you see in Louisiana down here, you just see a little teeny dot of green that like highlights it, of like, oh, this is, you can tell this is the shape of a river or near water. No, this is a big swath of flash flood warnings. Take these seriously. Kaylee, I genuinely don't want you to be swept down the river. If you are in any kind of low-lying area or valley, please do actually evacuate. It won't matter how many supplies you have if your house gets swept away, or is underwater. Be careful. Just be careful hunkering down in place. Yeah. I feel like this comment is on the right path, but not necessarily what I think. I don't think, anyway, let me not go on that tangent. I don't think they're trying to kill us, but certainly we are in danger in some areas. Okay. Let me go ahead and, what was I going to do? Let's look at the Schumann resonances. Oh, I never looked at earthquakes. I'm sorry. Earthquake 3D. What are you doing? It's not on. Like, refreshing. I'm trying to turn on my radar. Okay, for some reason, Earthquake 3D isn't working for me, so I guess we're just gonna skip earthquakes today. Yeah, let's go look at the Schumann resonances today. Ah, yes. There's the big spike. We had quite a big Schumann resonance vertical spike today between like 3 and 4 UTC, all the way to 5 UTC. We've got a little bit of a breathing in, words spoken by the earth here. Let's look at our solar weather. Oh, oops. I clicked on composite maps again. Let's look at our fronts. Yeah, interesting. Beautiful. I mean, that is just, uh, and yeah, I wouldn't have predicted that it would be snowing so efficiently in this area. Well, we are right on the 540 line. The 540 line is where uh, that's where you expect snow. But lower than that is going to have snow. Higher than that is probably going to have rain. Um, it's really interesting that we were thinking this western storm might be a blizzard. Much cold air advection from the polar jet streak that actually, do I have jet on here? Yeah, okay. So these are this trough here, this bubble is a jet streak. This is actually a really good for convection configuration. And the most vorticity and fuel for making this is left entrance, right, or right entrance, left exit. So, shoop, um, this area and this area are going to be the stretching, pulley, stormy boy factors. Um, let's also look at I wanted to see. Oh wow, look at 500 height is going very well with 300 winds. That is crazy. The 500 height is really synced up with the jet stream right now. And the 800s are showing a lot of cold air advection, where we've got this northerly and more cold, more dense air blowing across the pressure gradient lines. That means that would be blowing this cold air there. The warm air advection happens like here when we're blowing wind actually from the warmer lines across. Like warm air advection is happening here, cold air advection is happening in parts of this. Some warm air advection is occurring, but mostly not. Okay. Let's look at winds. Winds were pretty high today. It was a really blustery day. Temperatures are just barely scraping the 30s here, but I bet the wind chill is actually what's showing. Big deal. Okay. I'm going to go now to our space weather. Oh, shit. Look at these coronal mass ejections we had today. Okay, 40 to 50. We had 11 coronal mass ejections today, and 2 of them were possible Earth-directed. Y'all, Pluto's in Aquarius now. It's time for this shit to get real. The things that we've gotten previews of over the past few years, look at that shit. Oh my God. Look at that. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's incredible. Let's take a look at the other one that was type 4. Holy shit. Oh my God, we're getting a radiation storm. We are definitely going to get a radiation storm from this. This is definitely Earth directed. Sorry, my group chat is popping off in the background. I don't know whose panties are in a wad. Somebody cares far too much about something. Jesus. Okay. What the fuck? I mean, clearly the most relevant news right now anyone should be talking about is the fact that it's snowing terrestrially, and it's snowing on our cactus imagery. And we know that when the cactus imagery is snowy, that means we've got significant radiation storms coming towards us. And look at these like twinning lobes. We gotta watch the videos for this. We are currently in an S2 moderate solar radiation storm. Like I said, max X-ray flux was a C9. Where can I see our radiation? Let's go. Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at Soho. Oh, yes. There is, okay, right around 18 UTC. So, geez, it's like every type of activity that could happen today. Our less than 10 mega electron volt radiation storm particles are going over 100. They keep going up. The 50 mega electron volt and 100 ones keep going down. So I bet they were part of that big initial burst and they're going down. But those lower ones are just really reeling in the background. So everyone take care of your thyroids. Everyone take care of your energetic bodies. Try to do more grounding and earthing as this radiation storm gets to us, because that will it'll arrive a lot sooner. Wow. Okay, here we go. When's it gonna pop off as we get closer to 18? That was like a big whoop. And it starts to get a little snowy. Oh, this is the 20th. So, we don't have today's yet. Have we got today's GIF? Not really. I mean, these are great explosions, but that's not the ones I'm looking for. That was CMEs. Let's look at solar flares. Solar flares haven't been as active. But damn, this is like a hot belt. There's a hot longitude is a concept. This is a hot latitude. I mean, these are like the tropics of the sun. If you notice, this is like slightly on the other side of the equator, as like in this hemisphere and this hemisphere. These are the tropics, I think, of the sun. Let's watch them in the colorized magnetogram. And you can see those storms. Well, you can see those three swirling around each other kind of and bulging out. Man, this is just such a great weather day. Of course, praying for everybody who is susceptible to radiation storms. Everybody who deals with mental illness that is triggered heavily by solar activity. I'm speaking for myself included. We are going to have to be grounded and regulated in this. We're going to have to batten down the hatches and take care of ourselves. It doesn't look that explosive on imagery, but that's because this imagery just starts to get going right when the radiation starts. Let's look at coronagraph imagery is showing that radiation a lot better. Now that we met one another, it's clear we deserve each other. Okay, can we look at the difference imagery, please? I would like to see it. Okay, well, take my word for it, it's crazy. let's go now to look at our astrology, our planetary weather. Combo of angry Earth and psychopaths in charge. I'll give you that. That I'll give you. I try not to say that somebody's trying to kill me unless somebody's literally about to kill me. Just because I'm scared of being the boy who cried wolf, you know? Not saying other people have to live that way. That's how I feel. Okay, so we have a fire trine, grand fire trine between Chiron in Aries, the moon in Leo at 20 degrees, and Mercury in Sagittarius. That is debilitated and looking at stationing retrograde in Sagittarius. We've got the sun just barely making its ingress into Sagittarius today after making its own trine with the moon via Saturn, Saturn, sun, and moon. So now we've got Mercury, Chiron, and moon. So our fire energy is getting examined. This is the dark night of the soul. We're playing those scenes over and over again in our head to try to figure out why exactly, why am I ... like that? Why did I make those mistakes? Why is that the thing that upsets me? Why is that the thing that like really riles me up? Why is that how I reacted to that situation? We're going to look at our darkest types of reactions to things and figure out what the fuck is going on there. And yes, it takes a little bit of self-centered introspection. You need to be a little bit selfish to do introspection sometimes. It's not selfish to do introspection, but you need to do it. As the moon moves towards Virgo and the sun away from Scorpio, we are just barely not hitting a grand full chart sextile. But we do still have a lot of prominent oppositions going on. We've got Mars in Leo opposite the newly ingress Pluto in Aquarius. We've still got Mercury in Sagittarius opposing Jupiter in Gemini. And remember, those are the rulerships that flip. So they are debilitated there. We've got the sun still within like 5 or 6 degrees of opposing Uranus in Sagittarius and late Taurus. And we've got Chiron across from Black Moon Lilith. Let's see. We've also got so many sextiles and trines in here that it's easier to identify who isn't talking to each other than who is. I'd say that Venus and Saturn probably have a very healthy working relationship right now with their strong exact sextile and different types of reception. And I forget what is the thing of when a planet is in a sign that has the same element as its ruler sign. Dignity, I don't remember. I'll have to brush up on my astrology for that. But I just like get the intuitive feeling that Venus and Saturn are playing well together right now. So we're probably buckling down on some very Venusian concepts like expanding our material resources to cover everybody through the winter. Maybe this is the balm healing the wounds of this long 20-year stupid, horrible fucking transition of Pluto in Capricorn. I think Venus is here to smooth over those wounds, to apply her healing elixirs, cool us off, calm us down. I think this is like the icy hot after. This is like the aftercare after an intense BDSM session with Pluto in Capricorn, because God, we got fucked on that one. And I think it's making a really nice sextile with Saturn and Pisces, because Saturn in Pisces can be overindulgent and a little bit too Venusian with how hard it takes it, maybe doing like really hard drugs or taking your addictions to extreme lengths, or just like overindulging, something Venus is prone to do. So they probably are, and Saturn is known for cutting back. Saturn probably is showing you your limits of where you have a hard pass or fail. This wall gets hit, you need to stop it, kind of thing. That's what I want to talk about tonight. It's no wonder that everything's popping off. We got a big old fire trine in there. We also have a lot of really easy flowing aspects between all the planets. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, I'm going to go back to atmosphere. Let's look at our radar one more time. Or let's look at our snow one more time. And I'm going to go back to snow products on the radar. Because, yeah, man, it's blowing in. That is what it do be looking like out there. I like when you look at snowfall at night when you're driving and it looks like you're flying through the galaxy, like the stars are passing you by. It's really cool. It's very pretty. There's rhododendrons that are out there getting snowed on right now. Okay, let me change this view for you because this media source is almost over. It's almost played out. Yeah, this is our last little look at the winter weather product of the Mosaic radar. Still not showing like a whole lot of snow for this area compared to what's happening in, like, say, Kentucky and West Virginia, but it's snow, y'all. It really is snow. It's happening. It's here. Don't panic. Nobody panic. It's really happening. Not going to be a snowmageddon, but it will be a snow day. That's so pretty. I do personally hope that everybody's okay so that I can enjoy the beautiful snow. I'm going to probably go out tomorrow and try to make sure that everybody I know that out there is okay. Yeah. Let's pull a card from the liminal space because I didn't do that yesterday. Going back to my face now. This is from this like Jupiter-y one. Oh, shit. These are jumping. Somebody's got energy in here today. God, I smudged all my makeup and everything. I had a headache before it snowed. I was like, ugh, just another day. Then okay, liminal space. I just like the imagery of, okay, you three, if you want to talk, you can get in there. I like the imagery of the radiation storm looking just like snow here. It's like we're getting snowed on with radiation. That's not a pretty image, but oh, I got jingle bells. Do you like them? Okay. What's our message from the liminal space? What's coming down with this radiation? What's the message we're getting? What are the vibes? Liminal space deck. Close the portal. Oh, I usually think that it's time to go when I get this one. It's time for me to end my show. So I'm not going to do any other readings. I'm also going to finish some things I've started. Okay. Close the portal. Extinguish the flame. Close the circle. Put away the cards. Even an undesirable outcome is preferable to remaining in suspended animation. Continuing to leave matters unresolved will result in energy leaks. Set a boundary. Hey, that works on a lot of levels here right now. We have to close that portal. You've done all you can. And you've done all you need to do, actually. Not just you did all you can, you did everything you needed to. And if you do more, that's actually not what's needed. You need to stop now. So I'm going to go ahead and close the portal here. Feel free to watch the show back, but I just won't be able to comment live with you. I'm so glad you're here. Grateful you're here. I love you so much. This has been another episode of Today's Weather Tonight. I will see you tomorrow night. Goodbye.